Hello and good morning, everyone. Hello, Paul Trani here. Gonna dive into today's file news show. Everything new you need to know. I see you over there in chat. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Frank, I see you. Steve, Stony Braswell's in the house. Biola, Bruce Gonzalez. Awesome. Hello, hello, my friends. Oh no, where's Michelle? Michelle's usually okay. Thank you. Just waiting for that message. My unofficial helper is Michelle, who always says, hey, audio and video is good. So if you're joining me elsewhere, thanks for hanging out. I'm watching Behance, just so you know. So go to behance.net/Adobe Live. And yeah, welcome everyone. There we are. Boom, boom, boom. Hello. Cool. Let's get into this. You can see part of the schedule so far. Monday and Tuesday. Of course, it's Tuesday, September 21st, 8:30 in the morning, Pacific time. Yeah, wherever you are, hopefully the day's finding you well. Hello, Cody. Yeah. Marie just ended her workday. We are so jealous of you because we're kind of just getting started. And we'll kind of dive into what people are working on and what essentially is happening with our guests this week and all that good stuff. So let me just go ahead and switch my screen. How about that? How about that? All right. You can see behind me combining fonts and lettering with Ariadne. Ari is usually what she goes by the way. So yeah, so she works for Adobe. She's part of like basically the typography or font group. I don't even know what their official title is. And it's day 2 for her. And then creating viral video effects with Josh Olufemil. I have been slammed with Mac stuff. I have not been able to watch the sessions, but the previous sessions are available just as you can see here. And we can check out Ari's work, right? Again, lettering projects, so combining graphics with lettering. You know this is a lot of fun, right? Again, bringing that together, and yeah, of course it's very nice. Love yourself. How nice is that? So good. Into that, again, she does great work, so yeah, make sure you follow, and these. Give her a nice comment. Hey, why not? Love these. Ari's does great. She's super chill. Fun to have on the stream. Of course, we have Josh Olufemi. I do apologize for not pronouncing his name correctly, but he does a lot of stuff on YouTube, as you can see. And he's basically going through creating viral video effects as well. So join them today, guys. That'll be fun. Let's kind of move on with the schedule, if you don't mind, and keep track of... yeah, always look on the bright side of life. That sounds good to me as well. Sometimes it's hard, you know, and it's okay. It's okay to have sad days, you know, but, you know, just don't let those sad days be a habit if you can help it. So if you feel like you're depressed multiple days, maybe go talk to somebody. That's my unofficial, you know, that's my unprofessional opinion. I don't know. Anyways, I'm really looking forward to Eric Almas's session on photo compositing. So really, Wednesday and Thursday, super excited. Hosted by Anna McNaught. Again, you can see some of his work. Again, does, of course, just this lovely touch-up, including some compositing, as we can see right here. And I'm looking forward to him. Hosted by Anna, which will be really fun. Anna McNaught being an awesome host for us. So Eric Almas is going to be pretty awesome. Looking forward to his. And then also what we have, again, 2 awesome days. This is Wednesday and Thursday. How to brand yourself, right? How do you brand yourself? Like, who are you? Who are you as a person, you know? I decided recently that I really like blueberries, and I was going to add that to my personality. So, I don't know, maybe you have some new things about your personality. You're like, hey, I'm going to be the guy that really likes blueberries. Oh, I kid. But this is really fun. Esther's work, as you can see right here. So yes, neat composites. I agree. Yeah, I'm really excited about this talent because we have not. Correct me if I'm wrong. We have not had them here before. So these are basically new guests this week, creating cool stuff. You want branding? You're going to lean toward Esther's work, and then showing off your portfolio, of course, with Eric's, and pretty much something for everyone. So I'm looking forward to all this good stuff. So now you know, okay? And again, here's Eric. This is what I love. Personal project. Yeah. You know, we got we got you know, you can make up your own projects and add those to your portfolio. All right, enough of that. Let's dive into some news. All right, welcome back. Yes, weren't blueberries a problem for Willy Wonka? Yes, they were. Yeah, I forget the name of that little boy that ate that blueberry stuff and he swelled up. But curious. I just remember Veruca Salt because that's also a 90s alternative band as well. So again, I think that's pretty cool. So the short of that is like, you know, you let you define yourself before somebody else does. I guess that's my 2 cents, right? Define who you are, develop that brand, and all that good stuff. All right, so let's jump in. Let's kind of talk quickly about Max, and I think there might be some questions around sort of like why would I register and things like that. First off, you can jump in. I've already registered a couple and for a couple sessions. So I'm already signed in. See highlights from last year, which was super fun, but also you can start to build out your schedule, which is super nice. So take a look at the schedule. So this is, if you're really keen and you jump in and take a look at the schedule, you can kind of see some things that are like, maybe, I don't know, like you can kind of infer some things, right? We know we have the keynotes. I have this session and some other stuff, but this is also what you kind of can infer from some things. It's like, oh, imagining Illustrator on the web, sneak preview. Ooh, that's interesting, right? So the schedule, we don't leak stuff, but we also, you know, need to put a session title and description. So imagine that. Imagine Illustrator on the web. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying that that's on the schedule, and I'm saying that's why you should register, right? We're only a couple weeks away. And then the cool thing right down here is you can just go ahead and sync that with your calendar so you don't miss that one special session is the goal. All right, everybody's still really talking about blueberries. So people are loving blueberries. Oh, Reverb Mike, you grow blueberries, but the birds get them first. Oh, but you know what? You are like the bird's best friends. Okay, so also right here, as we can see, we jump into recommended, right? And obviously based on my current calendar, it will give me some recommended sessions. And obviously if you favorite anything. So that's all I wanted to share with you guys. Okay. Here's the thing. Jane is saying I've got a lot of sessions favorited, and then I looked at how they fit in the schedule, and they don't. So there's a lot of overlaps. Okay, that is totally fair. Notice that most sessions, actually all the sessions are going to be recorded. If they're by somebody famous, right? So if you want to see, well, geez, who's a good at Tilda Swinton, right? If you see Tilda Swinton or whoever our band's going to be, some of those high-profile sessions might only be available for 2 weeks. So that's typically the case. So try to connect with the high-profile sessions first, because those might go away after like a couple weeks, because that's just part of the contract that we have with them. And then you can watch the others later. But my opinion personally is, you know what? People don't watch sessions later. Like, the future version of you is gonna watch all those sessions again. But the present version of you is watching Family Guy, okay? I get it. There's nothing wrong with that. That's just facts. So anyways, that's the short of it, what I'm talking about Max. And again, enough of that hype session. Enough of how self-serving. Shame on you. All right, Tilda. I do like Tilda Swinton. Tilda Swinton, you know, she's just cool. Like, I'm into her. She's like, she just seems cool. All right. Yeah, at least when they're favorites, again, you can find them again. Well said. I'm into it. So also iOS 15, that's coming next week, if not today. Kind of, I don't know. I'm not running those algorithms or anything like that, but yeah, so iOS 15 is coming with new focus features. We could take a look at that as well if you're interested. And again, I don't want to be too Mac-centric, but I know most people here are. So again, you could find it really anywhere. Here's CNET, right? Talking about iOS 15. Of course, we have iPhone 13, which honestly is a negligible upgrade. Same thing with iOS 15, if you ask me, right? Because some of the stuff concerning FaceTime is coming later on anyways. So just like with anything, if you want to be on the cutting edge, you know, you're going to cut yourself. So you know what? There might be some issues, might not be perfect at launch. So that's all I'm saying. I think the focus feature and then FaceTime, which comes later. So this is focus mode, by the way. So this will be cool. There might be some bugs at first, just like with anything. So now you know. Okay. And again, iOS 13, or excuse me, iPhone 13, if you're interested in that, it's like negligible upgrade. It's okay. So that's all. Not a lot with news, to be honest with you. I want to get into some additional things. And where is my... Taking a look at... Oh, resources. So let's kind of move on from that if you don't mind. Okay, now you know. Mac, yes. iPhone, no. All right. I'm using... Reverb Mike wins the comment for the day. I'm usually not perfect at launch either, or at lunch. I read that both ways. I'm not perfect at lunch, and I'm not perfect at launch. When I wake up in the morning, yeah, I'm not ready for this. All right, so let's get into resources and pro tips, because I think that's going to be really fun. A lot of you hear me talk about Wordmark It, you know, which, again, is cool. We could jump in here and... we could type in a phrase. We're going to get all the fonts on my... Ooh, let me share my screen. Right in here. Here's Wordmark It. I've already typed in some text at the top, and it gives me all the fonts on my desktop, right? My Creative Cloud fonts, like everything right here, which is super fancy. Feel free. You can upgrade to the Pro account, and you won't get these little ads, but this is pretty cool. I think it's kind of cool. Like, think about doing a snapshot of all of your fonts on your laptop at this point in time, because this is a long list. Well, again, I just thought this was kind of clever. I don't know if you guys ever have a screen grab utility. I have this Go Full Page. So that's the name of this extension. It's a full page screen capture, right? I don't actually know if I need to scroll down further, but let's just scroll down as far as we can. We scroll to the bottom, right? We'll do a screen capture because that's what this extension does. Right? It's like this little Pac-Man character right up there. Bup, 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 bup. Boom. There it is. Right? And we could go ahead and download this ping file. Take this ping file, we'll open it up in Photoshop, and now I have like a snapshot of all my fonts and everything. Right? Which is pretty cool. Now, to keep in mind, on my Creative Cloud desktop app, I can go to Manage Fonts, and I can also see previously active. But these are my Creative Cloud fonts. These are not everything on my hard drive, okay? So you can look at previously active there as well. But I like being able to jump in here and like, oh, first of all, it says the name right down here. Even if I can't read it, and what about this font, for instance? We could find this font and find really any font in any screen snapshot or wherever, just by going to Type, and you can go to Match Font. Okay, so match font, it'll go through, and let's see if these names match up. Actually, I don't know if it's on the same, yeah, there it is. Boom. This actually proves that this works as well, Megan. So we have Khmer, and sure enough, that's the Khmer font. It finds it for me. Boom, there it is. If it was a Creative Cloud font, and it's not, I don't have it installed, it will actually show me that font, and then I can download it. But the cool thing about this menu, just real fast, is whichever one I select, if I select Khmer, click OK, and Khmer is now in my cache, right? So when I go to select the type tool, you could see it says, oh, it remembers the name of that font, Khmer. So sure enough, same font, it matches. You get the idea. Cool. All right, yeah, sometimes it works. Hey, you know what? It's searching 14,000 fonts, which is pretty impressive, okay? Not 14 million or however many fonts are out there. Probably aren't that many, but you know, it does a pretty good job for 14,000 fonts, and it does better than my best guess. Is it going to be perfect? No, because it depends on the quality of the photo and all sorts of things. So, dang, sensei, right? So, again, now you know. We have wordmark it, and then go full page if you want to do screen captures. Because how many of you have done this, Afroja and Corey and stuff? How many of you have gone to a page, done a screenshot, scrolled down, done a screenshot, or did a screenshot, all that stuff? Cool. You guys get the idea. Again, just pro tips. Let's get into some more pro tips. Okay, since we're light on news today, this means I get to do lots of fun things for you. Okay, and I think this is very relevant as well. You don't need to have an account with Wordmark. You can get a pro account, and then I'll get rid of the ads and probably do a couple other things. So you got it. Also, guess what coffee I'm drinking today? Sorry about that. That's just some cinnamon sugar cookie is the coffee of the day. All right, let's get into pro tips with, say, Puppet Warp and different things that we have. So I do this to point out, actually, oh, I need to do a couple things first. So much to do. Let's just switch screens. Let's talk about Puppet Warp, because Puppet Warp is in good old Illustrator. Puppet Warp, it actually started in After Effects. So go into After Effects. Here's Puppet Warp. This is where it first started. And if you follow Adobe or any of this stuff at all, like, a tool will hit one app, and then if people fall in love with it, the other apps pick up on that. So this is a good example, right here. The Puppet Position Pin tool, as it's known, right? Because it's marking the position. And then we got it in Illustrator, right? Actually, I don't know if we got it in Illustrator or Photoshop first. But we'll go in here. We have our Puppet Warp tool. Again, these all hit around the same time, but it started in After Effects. And right over here, so there's no tool for it, but in Photoshop, we also have it as well. So I'll select this caterpillar, for instance. We'll go to Edit, and there we have the Puppet Warp tool. Sorry it's not named the exact same thing. I don't know why that is. Hello, Array from the Turkish Republic. Oh, fascinating. So again, what does this allow me to do? It allows me to put pins, in this lovely little caterpillar, right? And we can have him rise up and just have a more interesting pose. Command H, we can get rid of that wireframing, right? We can manipulate this all day long, and it's gonna work across these apps. Okay. I love Puppet Warp as well. I was thinking we would do something like this. If we know how to use this in Illustrator, select our graphic, and again, rather than bending all these vectors, we could select the Puppet Warp tool, and we could start putting pins. And this is the cool thing about Illustrator. Illustrator automatically adds the points for you. So it automatically put those pins in there. And then I can go in and add a couple more, right? And all of them are going to have additional options, but I don't have to bend all these vectors independently. Once I do that, we can actually bring this into, say, After Effects. So let's do this really fast. This is also a little reminder. Again, I like being as transparent with you guys as possible. There's going to be networking opportunities. One of them is called Brain Date, and that will be going on as Max as well. All right. So in here, we can go ahead and open up our little character that we just saw, this little girl. We'll just click and drag her in here really fast. Let's do layer size for the dimension. Click OK. there we are. Here's the little girl. Let's change that to white. Here she is. Same concept. Jump in here. We want to animate her. I have this on 2 separate layers. So here's just the body. We can go to the puppet position pin tool. Click, click, click. Put one for her neck because that might bend. Some at her hips maybe. And then of course her feet. Okay, and I could put some at the knees too. And it starts building out all these different points right down here. Right down here. Okay, so there we have. This is what makes, of course, After Effects awesome. Creates this little point right here. It's like, hey, I've remembered that position. We jump ahead, say 2 seconds, right? And we just start moving everything. We don't have to worry about adding keyframes. You'll automatically see them get added down here. So we can take this, move it up, right? She's going to shift her weight. So maybe I want to select all of these. I could shift select all of these. Do you guys use this very much? I mean, talk to me. I'm just trying to show you all the cool things that I know and love, and the things that will help me. I'm going to shift her over, right? I'm going to shift her body weight over, like so, is all I'm doing. So now she's more on this foot. So again, 0.1, 0.2. And again, this is a little extreme for her foot. And there we have it, like so. And then, of course, I would animate the head along with it. So you guys get the idea. Wow, I only have a couple minutes left. Boom, boom. Puppet warp. You can see how that works. And I would continue to work on this animation, which is actually just kind of what I'm doing here, just FYI. Right? It's not much, but this saves so much time. So, cool. Now you know, puppet position pin tool. And my main point there is if you see something hit, say, Photoshop, and it's a hot feature, chances are it does make its way to the other apps, really by demand from you guys. Okay? Yeah, so Michelle, I'm trying to get everybody interested in how easy After Effects is. If you're even used to using Illustrator, After Effects is the same, except it just has that timeline there, right? So that's the idea, okay? I did want to give a shout out to just creative out there as well, just to get you inspired as well. And maybe we'll take a look at a couple of those really fast. There we go. Liz West, for instance, this work. Can we just kind of look at some artwork and get inspired now that we have some pro tips? Right in here, she basically paints with light. These are photographs. She's not using Photoshop. She might be a little bit, but these are actually lights that she has positioned in here to light up these scenes. And I just think they're amazing, right? You guys know I'm like really into color. But look at how awesome this is. It's like, hey, let's try to find the most boring hallway in whatever nondescript city and make it brilliant by throwing these colors at it. And I was just like really into this. So again, it is Liz West, right? Our color, right? Does color change the way you feel? Heck yeah, right? Color just plays a huge part. And again, I thought this was amazing. Take with this what you want, and then let's move on. Some other ones, Inés Miguez Moreno does some fine work. Again, more Illustrator-like. And again, this is Inés Miguez Moreno. Again, just great, you know, things that kind of capture my attention, which I think are really cool. Here's a case of a limited color palette that I'm just like, yeah, you're nailing it. It's so awesome. Look what's happening in here. There's actually sort of an offset of a channel. So you can see that red. You guys seen that little red in there? That's an offset of a channel that he's doing that kind of gives it this lovely print look, right? And it looks like he actually does this in Illustrator as a separate element. I would probably do that in Photoshop, but either way, just kind of gives it more of that print look to where you're printing with those two channels. So you guys get the idea. I'm going to end with a fun one, if you don't mind, with Real Tunes. Why not? Let's leave you with this. Oh yeah. Real Tunes, and this is by, and I tweeted this out the other day, so that's why you should follow me on all the socials. Halawani creates all these real tunes, so it's like these actual characters that we love, right? In it looks like they're all in GQ or something. So super fun. Check it out. Helwani does great work. Tell me this is not fun, guys. Come on now, right? Simple concept. Here's the gang. And yeah, that is my time. So thanks for hanging out with me. Ari will be up today, just so you know, as I mentioned earlier. Should be pretty cool. And Josh will be up on creating viral video effects. So thanks so much, everybody, guys. I appreciate you. And I will see you all very soon. And thank you, Chris, Bruce, Stony, Cody. And by the way, this week is also the launch of new creative challenges. So tune into those. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. We'll see you soon.